What's up, boys? Today we're going to be checking out the demo for Ketz Galactic Overlord. It's a Bloodheaven releasing into early access in 1 to 2 weeks, I believe. And I haven't actually heard anything about this, but let me turn on the auto attack with the Q there. So we've got a basic sword. I haven't heard anything about this, but the trailer made it look extremely cool. There's supposed to be like randomly generated items in the game, I believe, and then some sort of item crafting system where you can combine them to get higher rarity. And it looks very similar to Death Must Die, but in like a good way with like the blessings and stuff. There's like different rarities, so we've got an experts here. I'm assuming that's fairly close to the top. Stack knives as you attack, shoot them at random enemies when full. So 20% chance to trigger. Oh, that sounds kind of hard since we'll have to get 5, so with a 20% chance, I'll still try it at expert, but that sounds kind of hard to actually pull off. So let's see. Okay, there's some of the knives stacking up. And then that actually seemed kind of weak. That honestly doesn't seem that great for an expert. And then we've got some type of RP, probably going to skip most of that. All novice stuff. Permanent attack damage proportional to the burnt damage you deal. So the wording is a little bit off, it feels like. But that does sound cool. We'll need something to actually burn with that. So I guess we'll try a flame on the dash then, since that actually has some burning. That doesn't seem to. And I can actually turn the volume of some stuff up. It was a bit loud in the starting menu, I guess, but there doesn't actually seem to be that much in the game. We've got some range guys now. There is a dash. We start off with 2 charges. Okay, that looks pretty nice actually. If we can get to that attack damage scaling with a burn now, that'll probably be a cool little combo. The sword swing feels kind of, the sound for it sounds kind of lackluster. So basic attacks become stronger, apply burning effect. Oh yeah, this is very Death Must Die-esque, it seems like. Reach attack damage gained, increase attack speed and critical chance. That sounds pretty insane if we get to the combo with the stacking burn damage. So it looks like there's some meta progression we can get at some points for the various dice, but we don't have any yet. I think we're probably just going to take a level in that and then look for some higher rarity stuff later on. And honestly, that does look pretty cool if we can drag a bunch of enemies through it. Seems like we do have a few different gods, or whatever they're going to call them, already with the fire, and whoever gave us the knives, the god of knives, I guess. Oh, it's probably telling you which of the gods are here, but I was just skipping that. So we can get an expert level on the knives. That massively improves the trigger chance, actually. That's a 20% more. And then we get some other stats on top of that. I think I am down for that. If we can make that a lot more consistent. Oh, okay, it actually shoots out like homing knives at enemies all around us. We've actually got a lot of ranged enemies already. A minute into the run. So it definitely seems like those are going to be difficult to avoid at some points. Honestly, I'm not sure about this super repetitive, kind of weak sounding sword slash. Basic attack, stronger, poison, each level up restores health, poison damage increases. This sounds pretty good as we're learning the game, just some consistent healing. I'm sure there's going to be some very difficult to avoid attacks at some point that we're going to need to learn how they function. Okay, so it seems like they'll do that attack as they get into range of you, and then you have a brief time to get out of range as they start casting that. But that guy's very tanky, wow. The dash cooldown doesn't seem too bad, so we can just do that every time he starts casting and then drag him through the fire. And he doesn't seem too bad. So, Flame Trail, enemies who die with burn damage have a chance to leave flames on the ground when they die. That sounds pretty cool with the burn we already have. We gain some small stats onto that, but it doesn't seem that good. Honestly, let's try the spreading flames as they die, and then we'll just try and drag them through the dash effect a bit more. That actually seems to hit you quite a bit out of the little red cone it shows there. So the coins are probably some sort of meta progression. Now we've got a very big elites coming. So another level on the expert knives. Chance of solar drops. What are these things? Oh, these are probably like the certain ability classes in the game, like Death Must Die. Like this is probably an attack or trigger or something. This is the basic attack, it looks like. This is, I guess, some sort of passive effect, and it looks like we can have 4 of whatever that is. I think we're just going to keep leveling that up. The trigger chance doesn't improve, but the other stats get some nice increases, at least. And maybe at higher levels we'll hit a breakpoint for some extra chance on that. I'm not really seeing much spreading flames over there. It doesn't seem like there's iframes on the dash since I took damage there. At least they each recharge independently. So that actually makes extra charges of dash extremely strong if you find any of those. So another level, and we can get the chance up on that. Ether crystals occasionally boost orbiting around you and dealing damage to enemies. Marked enemies deal less damage. We don't even have anything for that yet. I think we keep leveling the experts and try to find some more cool stuff before we lock any of that in, since it does seem like we have limited slots for it. I guess we probably should be exploring the map a bit, but I don't want to leave all that XP behind. It doesn't seem like I can destroy whatever that is. What about this? No. Alright, doesn't seem like there's really anything to interact with on the map. Arcane Codex. Oh, I pressed whatever the hotkey was for interact, and it looks like we dropped some books over there. Try and get some distance on the annoying elite guys, and then we'll see what those do. Give me them books. I don't know if that did anything. Okay, you can look at the blessings here with tab. So we can have 4 for the dash, it looks like. Temporal Nexus. Power of past and future is here, choose a path. 15% XP or passive experience. I have no idea, but getting some source of passive XP sounds decent. Is there like an I can't see like the exact value for the XP, so I have no idea how to compare those two numbers. So we actually do want to explore around the map and try to find some more of those shrines then. Probably, yeah, I keep taking damage even though I'm out of those. So we can upgrade everything except the trigger chance. I don't have a source of that yet. I think we level this. Can I see what marked does? I don't think so. So I think we keep looking around for some of those shrines, see if there's anything more useful. But I think we are going to die to the cone attacks that I was moving out of, but still damaged me as I was testing the hitboxes and stuff. If I had a bit more movement speed, I could probably still move out of them. I think we need to get some actual ranged attacks though. We're kind of reliant on actually hitting stuff with the sword to trigger the knives, it seems like. Another level up to 40%. Sure. Oh, you can actually see stuff on the minimap as well. 10% luck skill cooldown. I don't know exactly what those correspond to. I don't think there's a stat screen in the game right now for the luck. Yeah, I can't like hover over that or anything, it seems like. Seems like the map just keeps going. Not really seeing any limits to that right now, but we're also not finding any shrines in this direction. I guess we'll try and do more of a circle pattern then, just in case. Okay, there's something. Cursed obelisk. More luck, I guess. Actually, don't think I even have anything that would classify as a skill right now. I didn't... Oh, we have a temporary 25% luck buff, it looks like. Verdant Sanctuary, lifesteal or life? I guess we try that. See if it works on everything, so I'm at 43. Or if it works on only the basic attack, which would be kind of weak for the build I have right now. What did that do? Another 25% temporary? Seems like it stacks there. Ether stream. Pickup range, solar rates. I don't know if that's like XP or golds. Let's grab a bit of pickup range to start off with, since that seems a bit lacking. Verdant Sanctuary, that gave me something that I can't even hover over, it seems like. Yeah, I have no idea what that is. Draining its power, stop them for the solar system and the galaxy's future. Okay, so very space themed, I think. I guess we'll probably just go ahead and take an attack modifier. Ricochets between a group of enemies attacking you, dealing instant damage to ricocheting enemies. So it has to happen when an enemy attacks me? That doesn't sound great. Yeah, let's take a burning modifier for the attack. Had to click on that a few times for some reason. Cursed obelisk. I guess we go attack damage then. Okay, so I'm not healing any from just the dash damage. I guess we'll take attack area then. So it must just be for the basic attack then, I'm guessing. Level up +2 or life. That's actually over 10% of my total, which isn't bad, but we can also see more of the stuff in the game. That's helpful. Ground attack occurs. Sharp pieces of earth come out of the ground. Spikes explode from dead enemies to other enemies. That sounds cool. Only 5% chance, but I guess we'll try it out. Techlock's Touch. Their tech helps my plants flourish. Proof that nature and tech can truly grow together. Oh yeah, the second level. We can improve that slightly. Not the greatest. Dead enemies have an effect. It will spread to other enemies. Oh, that actually sounds pretty cool. So that should work on the burn, and then I guess that's the only thing right now. But we can now add other effects as well to benefit from that. Attack speed and movement speed. Okay, that's pretty nice. We had the first boss, Hamathor. I can't tell where that's coming from on the first hits. Oh, he throws it instantly. I don't see how you can dodge that if he's close to you. Yeah, I'm just dead. It comes out so fast with no warning. I don't know how you're supposed to react to that. But let's go see what sort of meta progression we're working with here. I'd really like to see the item system if possible. So it looks like we unlocked a new character, and the books are supposed to be used in crafting gemstones. Okay. I guess we'll see what this little trail takes us to. So these must be the characters, but I can't do anything here, it looks like. So this must be the starting character, Thalor. We got Lyria, and then there's 3 others that we haven't unlocked yet. Wields the power of the stars to protect against ancient evils. Each attack unleashes explosive spells, dealing area damage. And then let's see if there's any item crafting stuff in here, I guess. Locked in the demo. dare you bring such a meager item to my forge? Return only when something. Be it more worthy offerings or our business here is done. Okay, I guess I'm too much of a peasant even for the item system. Oh, this is probably the run start. Oh well, we'll check out the other stuff later on. Turn auto attack on. Okay, that seems way better as like a starting character. Oh, it still aims towards your cursor, okay. I was expecting it to kind of like auto aim at the enemies as well, whoever is closest. Oh, can I see what that... Why does it still show the buffs from the first run here? Huh? That's weird. So I guess I can't do anything with the item that I just got. Inventory B. Oh, okay. Can I transfer these? I don't know what that did. So armor, lifesteal, and critical damage, we can right click that to equip. Okay, nice. So there's a bunch of different item slots. A lot of different stats to go through. What is Mistamech? Mate slot? Oh my god, I can mate with people in this game. Sick. That's what I've been missing from Bullet Heavens. Oh, I guess I might have dropped that. Or they just went in different spots over there. So that was just passive lifesteal, right? 4%. Is that like a chance? Portion of the damage dealt is health. It sounds like that's on every hit. But that'll be fantastic if it is. And this is certainly a much easier to hit with attack. It doesn't specify like attacks, right? It just says all damage there. So technically it should work on skills as well. Doesn't seem like there are any magnet effects. So I think I'm going to grab some of that XP while we're dropping a bunch of it in an area here. Freeze effect becomes stronger. I feel like it should limit these ones behind stuff that actually freezes stuff first. Basic attacks are empowered and can freeze enemies, 4.5%. Giant chunks of ice fall from the sky into a circular area, dealing area damage. Sure, let's try out some skills here, since we went for more of an attack run. I like the effects, but I think that's going to be hard to hit with, since they don't seem to center on enemies at all and just kind of drop randomly around the screen. Yeah, we're going to have to get a bunch more of those to drop to have a chance of hitting with that. Basic attacks are strengthened. Marked enemies deal less damage. Shoot shurikens away from your targets. Sure. So I don't think we saw this guy in the first run. Technotopia airstrikes come to your aid. I don't know what it means, but it sounds cool. Ultraviolet air laser executes a linear laser attack. Also sounds cool. All of these sound cool. Laser sentinels. Let me get some of that, I think. Okay, we've got a drone following us now. Alright, Shuriken Storm will be massively improved. Everything goes up a bit, and then we double the count. Basic attacks are strengthened, mark damage. Okay, so it sounds like it's a debuff that increases the damage they take. That would be good to show somewhere on the skills that have mark on them. Let's go ahead and level this for now. That guy actually started attacking me as I leveled up, and then I dashed as soon as I came out, but I still couldn't dodge it. If we can get the avalanche count on that up, then that would be pretty helpful. The area goes up a decent amount. Cooldown is okay. Yeah, I think we'll try leveling that up a bit and see if the count on it goes up. That would be pretty helpful for actually landing them. Me, my custom droids, faster, smarter, way meatier than your pals, built to outthink and outfight everything. Genius, right? Sure. Basic attacks are strengthened and knock enemies back. Yeah, I think we'll try that at expert. Mate cooldowns and attack speeds are boosted. Oh, okay, that's a mate, the laser sentinel. But yeah, we'll take that. Can I see my attack stats? Okay, so plus 23 was massive. That's probably like a 70% increase there. Doesn't look like we can knock back that elite guy with a shield, which is kind of what I was expecting. Shuriken Storm still at 2, but everything improves there. Energy Ring is launched in the opposite direction of dash, knocking back enemies it hits. Yeah, let's just level that for now, look for some higher rarity stuff. That actually hits quite a bit further outside of the area as well, so they definitely need to fix that up a little bit. Seems like right now the safest thing is just dash out of every attack, even if you're not currently in the area. Snowball form that bounces between enemies, damage them and slow them down. Okay, the count doesn't improve, but all of the other stats do, and that does seem decent. Enemies with frozen take more damage. Okay, there we go, up to 3 count, and then all of the other stats improve on top of that. That seems pretty good. We can get 3 different stats. It's probably decent since we're leveling that up now. Alright, hopefully we've gotten some decent levels now. Time to go exploring. Okay, so I think that was a little bit of healing. This character has a lot less HP. 120 versus 75. But the range attack feels a lot better, honestly. The sword thing was just such short range. So expert on the attack damage increase. Oh yeah, I feel like that's actually a lot better here also, with the exploding fireballs. Oh, I haven't seen that one before. Fallen Sanctuary? Oh, I guess it's probably like the Death Must Die tombstones then, where it has like a chance to give you something or do nothing. Yeah, this game definitely seems very Death Must Die inspired. Okay, I think the lifesteal is a chance of triggering, and then it gives you a decent amount of healing based on that trigger. It's definitely not occurring on every attack. Let's get some... I think I have to go attack damage now with that lifesteal and that epic upgrade we got for it. Although I do still like the Blizzard skill, at least that has a slow effect on it. Okay, we can get that up to 4 counts now. Trigger attack steal extra damage. I don't remember if I have one of those, but that's a pretty solid upgrade at that level up. I don't really see a knockback on those guys either. Let me get some more movement speed. I'd like to get to a point where we can move out of that cone attack without dashing, hopefully, so that I can save some of my dashes. Let's try out some skill cooldown. Maybe that'll freeze them a bit more with the avalanche stuff. We got the 25 temporary luck thing there, it looks like. Ooh, that guy actually dropped an item. Oh, I guess that's probably the same slot, right? Pendants from the past. You can't actually tell what slot that is. Okay, it looks like it's something else then. So we got some stats for mates only, the laser drone, and then some skill cooldown. Looks like we have a healing pickup over there as well from some enemy. Yeah, it looks like 7 HP. Not the greatest, but anything else it feels like right now. Can I destroy the barrels? Yes, but I didn't see anything. Oh, we got one single gold coin there, okay. Let me get some more lifesteal since I really need the sustained healing, it feels like. Critical damage, skill critical damage. I don't think either of those will help a ton right now, but we're kind of built into the fireball attack now. Other than the avalanches for a bunch of crowd control. Deal damage to enemies, hit and have a chance to freeze them. Let's see how high we can pump the level on this. Critical, oh that's the same thing. Uh-oh, Hamathor and his instant Hamathors is coming. Yeah, I don't see how you're supposed to avoid that thing. It's so fast and there's no tell for it. That is weird, man. Alright, let's see what else is in the sanctuary now. Bring me your first loot and we'll talk business. Until then, shop's off limits. I have loot now, though. Maybe he needs like a boss drop or something? Man, it seems like all of the stuff I was really excited for is just locked right now. I really wanted to see the item system a bit more, and whatever the gem crafting is supposed to be. So I guess we'll try one more with the sorceress chick since her attack seems a bit better. What is that? Oh, already saw that bit. Smuggler. Forge. I don't think we can do anything over there yet either. I think that's probably the item combining thing, where you can get some higher rarity items if you have a bunch of junk to turn in. Eternal Flame, 100% attack damage, temporary, it looks like. There are not a lot of enemies right now. The luck thing. Lots of books. Sick. I can read a lot. More lifesteal. Attack speed, move speeds. It'd probably be nice to have at least a small mark on the minimap for the chests as well. Okay, we got a new god this time. Random areas are hit with a light burst attacks dealing area damage. Each dash, a beam of light pulls in enemies. Looks like it doesn't deal any damage. Each level up grants either health or dodge chance. Okay, that sounds great to get right at the start then. Since we seem to need a lot of stats to survive even the first boss with his very difficult to avoid throwing attack. Let's get some pickup range. And then I guess luck will probably improve the rarity of the blessings here. Either that or item drop chance, I guess. Wait, can I hover over it in here? There's a lot of stuff in here, to be honest. Luck. Increases the general chance. I don't know what that means. Solar rates? Okay, so solar coins are the golden coins then. At least we figured that out. Empty again. Still have no idea what that does. Oh, it looks like the... No, that was something up there. What is that? 100% attack damage. Radiant shield. Let me get some armor, I think. Can I see what that corresponds to? No, it just says plus 20 armor. That was attack movement speeds. And another one. And some books. We should probably grind out a few levels here at least before just roaming around the map a ton. So all novice become stronger, chance to deal double damage in a single hit. Okay, so crit effect. Powerful electric boomerangs that orbit and damage enemies in their path. 10-second cooldown. Each increase in movement speed you gain bonus damage and dash damage. I haven't really seen anything to permanently do that yet. Let's try out some orbiting electric stuff then. Stronger chance to poison enemies. Vines binding the ground near the dash throne line. Oh, let's go ahead and grab the healing on level up, since that seems pretty limited. Projectile count and attack damage applies a weakening effect. Oh, that sounds cool. We could also level that up for more scaling. I should probably grab that just so that we have a chance of actually killing the boss, but I definitely want that for my attack modifier. More projectiles sounds cool. Oh, that's a very weak seeming skill. That tiny little boomerang effects. Electro waves in 4 directions with a dash. Oh, movement speed, that would be really helpful. Oh, and that is a source for that one thing that scales with movement. Yeah, let me get some of that. Maybe if we get enough, we can move perpendicular to the throwing attack and dodge it. Spikes explode from dead enemies. I guess I'll try that. That guy doesn't seem to be taking any damage. Oh, there we go. Also, why are they attacking that far away? What? You know, we might need an attack upgrade. 6 to 8. Okay, hopefully we find the light god again. Experts. Do I take the expert upgrade then? I guess we could try out poison. The extra projectiles sounded cool, but we may as well try out some more of the status effects then. See what all they do. Explosion chance goes up a little bit. Let's just level the experts. So yeah, that one actually gave me like 4 times my basic damage. Jesus. That is very low by default. I can't see the health bar in some of those guys. We can get more life and dodge on level up. Armor value increases, granting a chance to reflect incoming damage. 10% damage, 2.5% reflection chance. Sounds kind of low. Let's keep going with the scaling. Another expert level, sure. Seems like those mostly just drop the crappy healing items that do like 7. Let's get some movement speed, that's pretty nice. I'll definitely go attack damage on this run with the expert poison upgrades. Seems like I'm kind of just getting forced into full attack builds though with the rarity of the blessings we're offered. But the attack on this character actually is decent area at least. Item rarity solar rate expert offer. I think I like the expert offer. So another expert attack upgrades. Yeah, I guess I'll keep going there. We should have pretty massive raw stats on this run, at least with the early dodge plus life, and a lot of levels in the attack upgrade. So I guess this will be my best chance at the boss, but I still think that basically unavoidable throwing attack is just going to wear me down. Maybe if you can instantly spot where he spawns and just keep as much distance as possible, maybe? Electro waves in 4. Let's level up the movement speed then, I guess. This seems kind of weak. Pendant from the past, so that must be the same slot as that. So it actually weakens your mates and skill cooldown, which doesn't have an effect here. Gives you some expert offer chance. I don't think I even... Oh, I have the crappy boomerang, so I'm fine taking that. I can't equip it? Oh, those are the stat changes versus what you have now. Okay, I was looking at the wrong area there. So that's 5 skill cooldown for the current build. That one is expert offer. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, I was looking at the bottom section there and I was like, wow, that's a lot of different stats there. Let's go some attack speed now. Okay, Hamathor, where is he? I don't see him, so he must be up here. Okay, whatever those are hits you instantly, and the throwing attack still... I think I dodged that? But I'm taking a lot of damage here, my god. Yeah, there's no realistic way you can dodge that, Jesus. That is really not fair. I think people are going to struggle with even this first boss. Like, how is that not a dodge, man? How do you fight this guy? It doesn't make any sense. I'm just going to, like, try and dodge. Like, there's no realistic way you can dodge that, man. Did anyone even playtest this boss? What? Like, you just need an insane amount of stats to beat that. Smuggler ship unlocked. What was that? Let me guess you need something rare to compensate for your lack of skill, right? Yes, that would be extremely helpful right now, in all honesty. So it looks like he has some basic sold items, but I have 66 solar right now. So I don't think I can even... Oh my god, 32. Jesus. For 3 armor and 2 life? Are you serious? That seems insanely overpriced. That would be helpful. 9% movement speed. Item drop rate, skill area. Oh, life regen. That would be insane. That would be so helpful. More life regen. Oh, 2 rerolls. Change leader? What does that mean? The ability to change the galaxy leader? Huh? Oh, those must be the gods in the game. Okay, so that's like an alteration from Death Must Die. That's what I think that is. Yeah, that sounds like what the Alliance is. And then Mystimex are the blessings. Wait, what does a 1% on that mean then? I guess each time you get a new blessing, you're more likely to see a new one that you haven't selected something from yet? So new Mystimex offer. Dash cooldown would be pretty helpful. Lots of dash stats there. Trigger chance. So yeah, armor plus lifesteal would be very good. Having one source of life regen would be very helpful. But it looks like it's going to take like 5 to 10 runs to buy a single item here. Until they make it easier to avoid the attacks. Okay, and then you have a separate gear set for each character. I am not sure that's super necessary. I guess you can have like different loadouts, like an attack build, a skill build and all. I think the game has potential. They need to make the enemy attacks actually fit the animation, since they hit quite a bit further outside of the cone. And I think the audio could use some improvements. It seems kind of weird in the game, and then it's fairly loud out here. The attacks don't really sound that interesting. and the first boss definitely needs some improvements. I think there just needs to be some sort of tell on the throwing attack, or it needs to fly a bit slower so that you can actually dash out of it. But with that being said, it has potential. I really wanted to see the item forging thing, but it looks like we're going to need some more runs to unlock that, unfortunately. Oh well. But you can see there's 9 different item slots currently, a ton of different stats to scale up right now. Some of them could use a bit more information, like what exactly is the percentage reduction for that? Having some passive life regen would be very helpful. But yeah, that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.